Okay, welcome back, I guess. I don't know. Um, so today you'll be learning how to critique another person's writing. Not so much to learn how to do it, just kind of what I'm expecting for you to do it, because you've probably done it several times in high school already. So we are on my website. So you're going to go down, you're going to do letter to a grandchild assignment critique, and you are going to download this one onto your Kunos. So once again, it's going to look a little bit different on mine because I'm on a computer, but it should work the same. So this is what it's going to look like when you open it. So up here, you're going to put down the name of your name and the date, and then the name of the person you are critiquing. So if you are Doug critiquing Caitlin's or whatever, write that down. That way I know who's you're critiquing, and that way you know who's you're critiquing. That way you can send it back to them. So first thing you're going to do, obviously, is you're going to trade your rough draft with two different people. Once you get one person's paper, you are to use this sheet for the critique. The first thing you're going to do is you're going to read the paper once, and you're really just looking over it for grammar and just kind of the structure of it. Making sure that all the words are spelled right, that there's no run sentences, all those kind of things. And so you're just looking for that. Then you're going to read it again. These letters are going to be short. I mean, these letters are only going to be, 2 pages. So it's going to be pretty easy to, read it more than once. And you should do that because if you're editing it and you're looking at someone else's paper, you don't want to look at too many things at once. You want to make sure your focus is on one or two things instead of a whole bunch of things. So, second time, what you're going to do, you're going to go through all of these on the rubric, and then you're going to mark down what you think each one is for that person. Okay? You don't have to write anything in these. You could just do a little X or something. Maybe if it's below or not in the paper, you should probably write something on what they can add to it to make it better. If they're proficient or above proficient in your opinion, then you can just put an X there and move on. Now, that doesn't mean that you should, mark it proficient when you believe it's not. Actually look at their papers, actually critique it. And I'll be going through your critiques just to kind of see how you compared to me on a rough draft. And this time around, I probably won't grade it based on like merit. I'll grade it on completion because it's kind of a rough first assignment for you guys. But later on, when you're critiquing, I will grade you based on how well you do it. So this is just good practice to do it. So go through all these. You don't have to do brainstorm. You don't have to do rough draft. You don't have to do the two critiques. Those are all, for me later on. So just kind of start down here and do paragraph well. The grammar's done. The spelling's done. Maybe look for the letter heading in that first time around, and then the second time around, go through all those things. Okay? If you want to write some notes down here, you can. But really, I'm going to be looking for your answers to 3 questions down below. So this is after your second read. You're going to answer what were some of the positive things about this letter, be specific, and use examples from their letter. So don't just tell them, oh, it was good, and then move on. Tell them what was good about it. Tell them why it was good. I really liked the part about the world when you talked about how everyone's addicted to their cell phones and their smart devices. Be actually specific on what you do. Okay. Same goes with the second one. What are some things that could be improved and that can be made better for this letter? Okay, be specific. Maybe, they don't describe themselves a whole lot. They say that, they have brown hair. Or, add in a whole bunch of other stuff. And then the last one, what did this person do that you could use in your own letter? A lot of the times I feel that a lot of people don't do the world around them very well. Whether it be technology, social, political, or just, what does Traer look like? What does Cloutier look like? What does wherever Doug lives now look like? And so And so make sure that you are doing that correctly, and make sure that maybe they write something in theirs that you could use in yours. I mean, imitation is the sincerest form of flattery. So don't steal it word for word, but like, oh yeah, I could talk about that, and then have your own opinion as you write that part. And so those are the 3 questions after you do the rubric. If you have any questions, let me know. Once again, these are due on Thursday by 4 p.m. When you are done with one, you email it back to that person and also email it to me. So just put us both in the, in the 2 part. And then in the subject line, have your name and then critique for, and then their name. So Doug Halterman's critique for Shelby Weber or whatever it is. Make sure you're emailing people to let them know that you're still in the class, and that they can also email you as well. Doug checks his North Tama email regularly. So, all right, and that's it. If you have any questions, just let me know in class, or email, or tweet, or whatever. All right, and that's